Okay, so in this video, we are going to finally be getting to the YouTube reviews. Now, if you're just watching this based off of only watching my YouTube channel, you might not have known about this other than last video when I mentioned it. About a month and a half ago, I had gotten on Reddit, I was on the YouTube board, and there are 10 different channels that I agreed to give a review upon around the November type of time. Either way, I'm trying to get it done early because we've got 10 to go through, and we're going through 2 different ones in this video, as I know so far. We might get to some more if we have some time. But I want to start off all of these reviews by saying I don't want you to take what I'm saying to heart. This isn't some, by the book, by the rubric, like, this is wrong that you're doing, this is right. Take the advice that I give and apply it if you think it's necessary, or if you could find a way for it to fit. Even, maneuver it a bit. You see, you could take all the advice that I give you, and you might end up getting even worse results than what you are actually doing. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. Now, the first channel we're going over, I don't know if it's pronounced this way, but we're just going to call it this for the rest of the video, but Zifias. Now, on Reddit, you got on there looking for a channel critique, looking for feedback and tips or any help possible. I recently started back with my Twitch and started YouTube. I'm focused on getting my first 100 subs in order to make a custom URL and make it more appealing and such. So for now, my goal is just 100 subs, but I will have more goals in the future. My channel will be mostly gaming related. I have created all of my artwork, and I know that 2 videos that I have uploaded are not the best, but they give me a rough start on editing videos and such. Now you ask, how does my artwork look, anything I should change or correct, and how can I get my first 100 subs? Now, his self-review says, I personally like my artwork. I'm just concerned that it may not grab others as it is a lot more... I personally like my artwork. I'm just concerned that it may not grab others as it is a lot more to my personal preference. I welcome any feedback. Thank you for your time. Now, saying that it's because of your specific or your personal preference, there's a lot of people out there that are like you. So don't worry about doing things your own way and wondering, are people going to like it? Now... Okay, so you've already posted 2 videos, for editing and such. I recently just checked out your channel earlier today again, just like I did the other day. You still only have 2 videos. So Zifias is got 2 videos. He's got 9 subs already. He has a goal to get 100 subs. Now, Zifias, if you're watching this, my last video I made specifically because I know a lot of the people I'm going to be reviewing have under 100 subs. And so in that video, I took everything that I've learned over the past almost 2 years now, and it kind of took me to get my 100 subs. I'll give you a secret hint, and the big word is engagement. As long as you can constantly be engaging people and also adding content to your channel, that's a big step. And so, Zifias, I want you to go back and watch that. It's called One Weird Tip to Get a Bigger YouTube. So there's no rubric for this video at all. There's no rubric for these critiques because I know what y'all are wondering is, what do people first initially think whenever they first see my channel, whenever they first stumble upon it? You want it to hook them. As you said in your Reddit post, it may not grab people as much as it would people like you. And so, at first glance, it honestly looks really nice. It's a good start, but I think you should be focusing on content as you only have 2 videos. Anybody can only spend about 2 to 3 minutes on your channel unless they watch something. And on one of the videos that I watched, that was like 1 minute and 39 seconds long, about 12% of that video was just an intro. Now, I know you said that you were doing it for editing purposes. However, if you do want to get to that goal of 100 subs, you're going to have to be taking this a lot more seriously. I don't know if you have videos planned or not. This entire review is just completely on what you've given me on Reddit and completely what you have on YouTube. I have not checked out the Twitch, so if you're doing things over there, I have no clue about them. But you've got those videos where it's gameplay with some music in the background. If you're wanting to bring a lot of people by, a lot of people like a personality behind the channel. Watching others play games is not the most fascinating thing anyways. That's why some people will mix story time into it, or they'll do podcasts, or they'll do all kinds of things with it. Sometimes they'll just record and play, and then they'll do their video later where they're normally talking about whatever their channel would be about, and then they just smack it on there. And so if your channel is just strictly gameplay and music, in my opinion, I don't think you're going to reach that 100 as fast as you would like to. And so one thing that's important in that video that I made last is adding content value. How much value are you giving them? Think about it. Well, what are they getting out of your video? What kind of people, your target audience, which I'm assuming you don't have a general idea yet. You at least shouldn't at this stage. You should be focused on pushing out content. But if you do have an idea of your target audience, think about what are they thinking as they come to your channel? What do you think they're expecting? And are they getting that? You should be asking yourself this and then constantly thinking of what more you could push. You need to push the envelope. And so for Zifias, that's all I have right now. Your artwork's really nice. Another thing on there, you have no about section. A lot of the reviews that I'm going to be doing, a lot of you do not have an about section. So if I have not gotten to your review yet and you're watching this video, you might want to go fill that in because it's very helpful. That's one of the first things that I look at whenever I find someone's channel. First, I'll watch a video, and if I like them, I'll watch a couple videos. I'll read the descriptions, see how they speak in writing. And then when I go to their channel, I'll always check out the about, because sometimes they'll have links over there to other pages. Not only that, but they'll have a description and other things that I didn't know that I'd find out about their channel, I'll find out there. And now I know this is kind of weird, me giving this advice, because literally my about just says, how can we be better? But at the end of the day, that's really what I'm focused at. Even though I do branch off, even though I do rant, it's all in the image of trying to become better. Because I use these videos as kind of a documentary for myself. I look back on the ways that I was thinking back in the day, and I see where I've come, and I see the things that I need to change and the things that I need to drop off. I know I've been doing these people suck videos, but you can guarantee there might be a milk and honey sucks coming pretty soon. But other than that, that's all I've got to say for you, Zifias. Your artwork looks great. All we need to really see is some added content value. Keep up the good work. Next channel up is Elsie the Dweeb, clocking in with 7 videos and 11 subs. Now, she started her channel March 21st of 2018, and so it's a pretty recent channel. Now, at first glance, your channel looks fine. I mean, you've got the stereotypical, YouTube username with the background, and you've got the profile picture of yourself, which is absolutely fine. There's a lot of people that do that. However, you can't on the cell phone see your complete YouTube name, so honestly, I would work at fixing that because that would make it look a whole lot better. Now, you actually have an About tab, and for now it just says, just another lame nerd making videos about our hobbies and interests. That's absolutely fine for now, because I noticed as I was working on my YouTube channel, I was constantly trying to figure out, how can I put my channel into like a paragraph? How to explain exactly what I'm doing. And it honestly took a while, and I guess it's still taking a while, because as I just said, all mine says is how can we be better? But either way, you got more than me going on now. And so I just want to push in this video to at least try to have an About tab. It doesn't really look good when you go to someone's About and it's like, unless they have like really great freaking content. Now, after watching a couple of your videos, I want to mention number one that compared to one of your earlier videos, like I think it was like the lame intro compared to your most recent one, I could see a difference in the way you speak. And so I wanted to let you know that you are getting the ball rolling. It does take a sort of practice to do YouTube, I've noticed, because, you go back and watch my first video on Dharma, and I'm just kind of like awkward. But I don't think that you're awkward in the video necessarily. But you'll notice that a lot of the videos that teach you, how to make your first 100 subs or how to make a great YouTube channel and this and that, they're always talking about and trying to push the envelope on production. That's something that I tried to do, and then it ended up screwing me over when I was lacking in content. Now, you, unlike Zifias from earlier, you are backing up your channel with content. You're obviously going to be a review channel. I think in your Reddit post you were talking about it's for hobbies too. But while I'm pulling it up on my phone, your camera's fine. There's tons of people that make videos on cameras like the one you have. I don't know exactly which one you have, but due to the quality, I've watched a lot of videos with that quality, and it's just fine as long as you can back it up with good content. One thing that I would do if I was in your position is find a place to put the camera so that it's not all shaky, as some people might just hop off within 20 seconds. Because a lot of people, you got to realize, when you've got a new viewer coming, they're going to be in a judgmental state. Not a super like, oh, they suck or they're great or this and that, but, you're making that first impression. And so if they're the person that's like looking for really great content, they're just constantly watching like H3 and iDubbbz or like other, all kinds of different like reviewers and this and that, which I know H3 really isn't like a reviewer, but either way, if they go from someone like that and then find yours is gonna look bad by comparison. I'm not gonna lie, mine does too. Mine would too. And so this is why we gotta kind of work on bringing the production level up a bit. And so for right now, you don't worry about the camera. I'll always be constantly working up to something better. That's what I'm doing. But I would definitely find a way to have a steady camera rather than just having it shaken. Now, when it comes to reviews, if you're going to be a review channel, which is something that I've thought about doing, which I guess this HYHO series kind of is. And as I said earlier, I don't really have a rubric for this. If I were you and, if my channel was going to be strictly reviews, I would try to get reviewing down to a science. You do enough reviews that you get to see the patterns in different things. Whether you're doing it specifically on movies, whether you're specifically doing it on websites, whether you're doing it on food. Get it down to a science as much as you can. Create your own rubric, create your own style, and you can add your own labels of things. So this movie did this, and you can call it, they're pulling a purple cat, or something like that. Whenever you do things like that, it makes your channel stand out so much differently than all the rest that are just reviewing things, or even the shitty ones that just sit down and watch a video and they're just like, But either way, I like what I saw. Either way, okay, so I got your Reddit post here. So, you said, I just do reviews on shows, books, movies, etc. Maybe some vlogs too in the future. It would be helpful to know how I can improve editing/content if you have time to review it. If not, no problem. Okay, so as I said, your content's fine for now. Just always be working on bringing it to the next level. I go over this in the last video, so you too, just like Zifias, please check it out. I'd really appreciate it. But you said you're doing it on shows, books, different things. Like I was talking about a second ago, bringing it down to a science. You might even do specific ones just only on books, or you have different segments. Either way, these are all just ideas, not for you to necessarily do, but to kind of get yourself in the thought process, getting it flowing, and you might have already come up with some crazy idea just listening to this video. And so that's really all I have to say for now. When it comes to your editing's fine, just keep it simple. Now when it comes to your editing's fine. Just do anything, I guess, crazy, that I can never really tell people how to edit their things because so many different people edit different ways, and there's no real science to figure out what brings you more views. Some people can get away with using the shittiest transitions while some just can and just have to. Hey, back at it again. But either way, what I was saying was, what was I saying? Wow, all for a shitty joke. Now, something else I wanted to add, if you ever want to do sort of branching off, a random video, as I was looking through your videos, you come across as a review channel, then you have that video about the deaf event. Now, you made it fit into your channel. I just want to mention something that I've noticed people doing, and for anyone else out there that does this, if you do branch off, have your video circular. And what I mean by that is basically no clickbait. When I'm watching the beginning of your video and I'm starting to get an idea of what it's about to be about, and it's one of those videos that goes to something else, something else, something else, and it's why did I watch this video? It should come full circle by the end, even if it does or doesn't have to do with your channel. And so take that in mind for if you ever want to branch out of doing just reviews and stuff like that. But either way, we're at... I think we got enough time for another one. Let's do another one. Dun, 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 dun. Next on the list, we've got Mimsy Park, whose first video went down on July 29th, 2018, which is pretty recent. A lot of these are pretty recent, and so I'd like to see where you all go within a year. Either way, so far, he's got 27 videos and 38 subscribers. He does movie hunts and reviews, Disney stuff, VHS hauls. Alright, so I want to mention something after watching a few of your videos. So I didn't realize all the cool stuff you could find in the VHS section of Goodwill until I watched your video. I actually recently just went while me and my girlfriend were looking for things to piece together a Halloween costume. And so while I was there, I had to take a look at the VHS section. I didn't see anything there that really interested me, but whenever I saw your video, it was something that I just never thought of before. And so I have to be honest, that's pretty unique in my opinion. Now, I don't know if anybody else is doing something like that, but, if you could possibly run that on, I would absolutely do that. And what I mean by running it on, I talk about it in my last video. Basically, can your channel run? Is your channel just set up to, I have about 10 videos worth of content and then I just stop there? Or can I run with it? Can I keep the ball rolling? And so I like that. Now, when it comes to artwork, your thumbnails are fine, everything's good. You actually have an about section, movie hunts and reviews, Disney fanaticism, VHS collecting, and more. This is good. It gives it gives me a general idea of what I'm going to get from watching your YouTube channel. Now, your thumbnails look fine. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a big fan of the whole haul videos. However, though, watching your videos were actually pretty interesting. As I was saying earlier about the VHS thing, I was like, I never thought about that. And so if you possibly can do like off-the-wall things like that, you usually see just hot girls trying on things from Target, But if you can do like off-the-wall things, or if you can even branch off farther than that, and it still even have to do with Disney, that'd be a real great way to keep the ball rolling. Just some advice to give, as I said earlier in the beginning of this video, don't take everything to heart. These are just things that are coming to mind, things that, might help your channel, but they also might hinder it. I don't know. Now, you're really good about posting, as your videos have only been up for a few months, and you're posting very frequently. That's something that Zifias has not done, as he's only had 2 videos since March 16 of 2017. So Zifias, if you're still on here, which you may not be, but if you are, keep posting more, but don't get to the point where you're giving quantity but no quality. You see, back when I was posting daily, I was worried about my content lacking, and so I had to just stop doing it daily and just do it weekly so that I could fit more into a video. Now, it's not that I fit 7 different videos into one, it just gave me more time to mentally put it together, to actually be able to put the video on. I feel like the people that are posting like 3 times a day, and there's a lot of channels out there posting like 3-4 times a day, I feel like they are just stretched. I'm going to be honest, I could not do it. But Mimsy Park, you're great on posting frequently. Your thumbnails look great. Actually, just noticed you changed your logo recently. You've got like your head in your hand. I like that. So keep up what you're doing. If you have the possibility to branch off, absolutely do that, because haul videos are kind of hot right now, but everything that gets hot eventually gets not, and so you kind of want to protect your YouTube investment, so to speak. And so kind of branch out in a few ways that stem to the whole general idea, and just focus on that. Whatever comes to mind, just do that. Either way, that's all for now. Let's see if we can do another one. Nope, we're going to save those for next week. Okay, so there's something that I missed. So I know that all you YouTubers know, right after you make a video, you're like, wow, there's so much more that I forgot to say. And I know even after I make this, I'm probably going to remember more. So I might end up coming back. Who knows? There is one thing I wanted to mention about Mimsy Park. You've got a great camera personality. I can tell that you've really like broken in to your character, even though your character is just you. But that's some advice I want to kind of give to Elsie the Dweeb. Because remember, as I said, watching by comparison, how people would judge your channel. You see, I didn't realize this until after I was reviewing your channel, and then I went over to Mimsy's channel, and I got to see the comparison. And if you go and watch some of his stuff and then go watch some of yours, you can see how the personality is a little bit intoned. It's a little bit more introverted. And so, Mimsy Park, great work. There's probably more things I could come up with saying. There's not really anything bad I could really say about your channel. So just keep up the great work. You too, Elsie the Queen, and you too, Zifias. Don't worry, we all love you. But either way, I'll be back next week, and let's just get back to whatever this video was. Either way, I'm going to be honest, I'm not used to reviewing YouTube channels. The first one that I ever did was Third Eye Mystic, but she didn't even ask to be reviewed. It was because I already kind of knew about the topic. I was seeing things, and I noticed things that she was specifically doing that at one point I wasn't doing, and it helped me out a lot, such as, filling in the descriptions, things like that, titles that give an idea of what you're doing. See, his are, Goodwill VHS Haul 10/6/18. See, that's fine, but it's also not clickbait. You see, you got to find the line between clickbait and, complete description. It's like sigil making. You don't want to say, you don't want your title to be this long sentence of like, hey, I'm talking about this, and this, and this, and doing this, and this, and this, and this. You know, you want a few words to kind of give the general idea of what's going on. Now, you can be elusive with this absolutely because, you know, like Mimsy Park doing, you know, haul videos, you know, some of those people watching those videos kind of want the surprise aspect of it and not know what he got. You know what I'm saying? And so while he has the liberty to put something in the thumbnail that kind of reveals it, it's absolutely fine. And so for all of you like working on thumbnails, you know, keep in mind revealing your video. But either way, I'm completely new to this. I just wanted to give the ideas and the things that came to mind whenever I first checked out your channel, because, you know, y'all all sent them to me. I didn't go looking for them. And so whenever I did see your channel, it was from an unbiased point of view. You know, I wasn't necessarily for or against whatever channel you are. You know, I don't really watch gaming videos, but I'm not necessarily against them. So whenever I checked out Zifias, I checked it out completely unbiased. I was ready to watch some gameplay. However, he only had about 2 minutes worth of gameplay, which was kind of suckish. And so Zifias, hopefully Zifias is still among us. Please post some more content. You know, I might be able to come back to you because I feel like your review is kind of shoddy. But I mean, you didn't give me much to work with, buddy. But either way, I'm going to be back with some more reviews. Hopefully I get better as this goes on, and, you know, hopefully after I get these 10 reviews done, we might be able to do some type of, you know, TLC channel BS and come back a year later and see what all y'all are up to, what you're doing, and how far you've grown. You know, a few will drop off. It's kind of like the Beyond Scared Straight when they take the kid to the jail and he's like, oh no, mama, I want to go home. I'm not going to do bad no more. I'm not going to be stealing, doing drugs no more. And then, you know, they come back, you know, 2 years later, it's like Devin's been in jail for 3 blah blah blah. And either way, we'll get to it when we get to it. We got some more. I think now we've got 7 more reviews to go. I don't know if we're going to be uploading those next week. I might put a video in between different review videos, as I already have like 13 videos set up besides the review videos. And so I've got work for myself until March, basically, since I'm posting only once a week. Now, when it comes to these review videos, I might actually post them throughout the week, just so that you're not having to wait week by week by week by week, because I know a lot of you who are getting reviewed. I know that an amount of you don't follow me, and that's just fine. I'm going to hit you up on Reddit to let you know that I posted this, just in case you aren't subscribed. But either way, if you do want to be notified whenever I come back for you, you're going to need to be subscribed. And either way, I want to mention something. No, I don't. Either way, I'm leaving this video the way it is. I will for you all to prosper. Keep having a great day.